Hey guys, it's Holytaboo and I'm here to give a quick overview of the new Elvia or the Hadum servers. So just some quick notes. What we know, this was announced at the Hadum Ball a little while back, and they're basically the special servers that have revamped zones. These zones have got unique drops, some new items, they also have some new mechanics, and the main thing is they are upped requirements, so at least 260 AP. So let's look at the zones. There's 7 so far. We have the Imps, Biraghi Den, Bloody Monastery, Castle Ruins, the Orc Camp, the Fogan Swamp, and the Nagas Swamp. When you go and you get this warning message, and I absolutely love this. Elvia Realm is a server under the influence of Hadum, the god of despair. Monsters in level 15 to 30 zones gain immense power, greatly increasing their difficulty as well. I absolutely love this. So without further ado, let's go jump into the zones and see what we're going to expect and what changes there are. So the first zone we're going to look at is the Altar Imps. Now, I think this is quite a cool one personally. This is going to be now a 2-man grinding zone, and your suggested AP DP is 260 AP, 310 DP. Now, your attribute to this area is Okinara. I apologise, I've probably butchered that, but basically it's going to drop those items which you can use for the Black Star stuff, but we'll speak about this at a later date. The trash value here is about 16,100 each. Now there are some special notes when you're grinding here. Half the reason why it's a duo spot is you basically get one person to bring the elite monster near to the Altar Imp flag, and then you kill it, and this will give you better loot and etc. Now when you do this, you also have a chance to summon Beg, so that's also a nice little addition to this spot, which I think makes it really cool. Next onto the Biraghi Den, and this is a really cool looking spot and I can't wait to get on this. So the party size, this is a solo spot, which is nice. The suggested AP, we're looking at 260, the suggested DP 310. The attribute in this area is Narc. Trash value is looking at 15,000. Now the special notes here, and this is the event that I really like here, and it's one of the things I've liked in other places as well, is this rising levels of alert. They have 5 stages. It starts off being pretty simple, and then once you get to the 5th stage, you're going to actually spawn the Biraghi. So that's really cool, and obviously you're going to have a good time grinding here and a lot of fun keeping that in mind. Up next is the Bloody Monastery, and I know we've all spent a lot of time here when leveling up. Well, probably not a lot of time. It's a quick drive-by, and it's so nice to have this area back. I think this is such a cool and underutilized area, so I'm glad they've done this. This is once again another solo spot. This is a higher AP requirement, so you're looking at 280 AP and 340 DP. The attribute here is also Narc. The trash value is 16,100. Now the cool thing here is you're going to get these Crimson Bell events, as well as these blood rituals, which are going to be obviously around the place. You can see them in the photo at the back. Now if you stop these blood rituals in time, you have the ability to summon a Furious Muskan when this ritual is stopped. Now it is worth noting this, he will drop loot for 5 people, so even though it's a party size solo spot, if you do see him spawn, it is worth running over and hitting him, because 5 people will get loot, so that is worth noting. Now for our first true group, yeah, not a duo, this is a 3-man stop, the Castle Ruins. So as I've just said, this is a 3-man party area. Each person realistically you want to have about 270 AP, 320 DP, and the attribute here is Voltara. The trash value is looking at 16,100 each, and there's some special notes here. So when you're killing them, you have the chance to obtain the Alarundi secret order. Now when you do this, you can go up to the gate. When you go to the gate, it will summon 15 elites. Once you kill all of those 15 elites, and I presume there's going to be a timescale here, but I'm not 100% sure, it will summon Alarundi himself, and you get to kill him for some bonus loot. I think that's a pretty cool one, and a really fun group party one going forward. Next, on to the Orc Camp, and this is where I'm looking forward to go, because I spent a lot of time dying here when I first started playing for some unknown reason, but hey, we've got to share these fun stories. So this is a single sort of party size place. It's on the higher end of the AP-DP scales at the moment, where they're saying, so 280 AP, 340 DP. The attribute to this area is not. The trash value here is very high at 18,000 apiece. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So, the mobs are pretty much immune to your damage, or at least won't take much at all. So you have to get them in zones of light. To get into these zones of light, you have to use Fairy's Light. And these are basically imprisoned in the cages, and you break them free and they'll return the favour. They'll give you some of these light zones. So there is a pretty nice little give or take there. But what is interesting is when you activate up to 5 of these, so it has to be 5, there'll be a burst of light, which is basically an empowered one. So that's something to keep in mind. Now there is one other thing that you do want to just keep in the back of your mind here. The red orc wizards, if you see them, these aren't affected by the zones of light or the light burst. But what they can do is destroy those areas and boost up the strength of the other orcs. So make sure when you see them, it's your foremost ability to get it down, or otherwise it's going to cause you a lot of issues. And the last two revamped spots we're going to visit are the swamps. Now the first swamp we're going to go to is the Fogan swamp. This is a solo area. You're going to be needing about 270 AP for this and about 320 DP. The attribute here is, are you ready for me to butcher it again? Orciria. I say it every different. Orciria, whatever. Anyway, doesn't matter. That's the attribute for this area. The trash value is looking about 14,620 each. Now, the interesting things that happen here, it says known rivals of the Fogans may appear as additional enemies. So these mini events are just going to spawn some additional things to come and fight you, which I guess will also interact with the Fogans themselves, but still pretty interesting. I like that. And of course, it wouldn't be Fogans without Titian making an appearance. So yeah, he'll come over and you'll get to fight him as well. And last but not least, our favourite swamp, the Nagas swamp. So this is also a solo area, still 270 AP, 320 DP, except these are attributed to Narc. The trash value 16,100. Now this is another one of those areas which I think is going to be quite fun when you're going around. So there are poisonous swamp plants which are going to be around the area, and you can defeat these and it will lower the defense of the nearby monsters. But the downside is they'll also do damage to you. So there's going to be a good bit of thing here about grouping them and getting the damage down. And I'm not quite sure if this is going to be stacking yet. I'm really looking forward to getting these on the servers. But yeah, so you're going to have to basically use your sense on how many you can pull over to it and how many of these plants you can take before you yourself get into trouble. But yeah, 7 new areas, and I think all of these are going to be really fun. Probably going to be quite contested, but then there's a lot of servers coming up, so something to look forward to. Okay, so enough with the grind spots, let's talk about the most important thing, the items and the upgrades. So the first one we're going to go for is the Cup of Ardid Moonlight. Now this is an item which you're going to use to basically like enhance your necklace, just like you use a Garmoth's Heart. If you use this on your necklace, it will give you a flat 150 HP. Pretty nice, I like it. The next item on our list is a Cup of Lonely Cloud, which is very sad. Anyway, you put this on your ring and it's going to give you 125 HP. Now keep in mind you can put this on each of your rings, so there. In theory, 250 HP if you wanted to put that on. Nice little bonus. The third, the Cup of Dwindling Starlight. And yes, this is as badass as it sounds. You can put this on your ring and it will give you an extra 3% crit hit damage. I really like this. This is the same as having like your Garmoths on your Dandy, but you can have 2 of them. That is really cool. Now there are 2 new items come out, a new neck. So we've got the Lunar Necklace, which has got a base of 11 AP, 2 AC, and it goes up to 31 AP, 52 AC. It's basically a lesser ogre ring, but with a lot of accuracy. So this is going to be great for getting rid of those evasion pests. And finally, the other new necklace which is out is the River Necklace. Now I've put the pictures on first because the stats are going to be a nightmare to go through, but this is basically, it's a DP necklace. So at base it will have 13 DP, 8 accuracy, 7 evasion, 14 hidden and 6 DR. Now as that goes up, if you go up to pen, it has 28 DP, 28 accuracy, 17 evasion, 34 hidden, 11 DR and 150 health. This is going to be a really nice DP accuracy neck basically, which is going to be really cool for those people who want to fill that role. So yeah, some cool new items. There are some other things about upgrading your Black Star armor. I've not put them in because, to be honest with you, it's a bit of a ball ache. But all the patch notes I'll link below just so you can have a look at it. But I hope you found this interesting and useful. I know I'm going to literally stop doing this now and get on the servers myself, play it, start filming it, so I can basically do an overview and start getting some numbers. Also, we are going to collect our loot numbers for BDO Hub for these spots. It is going to take us a while, but I'm going to try and do it as quick as we can. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.